Hello Bigfoot enthusiasts, Scott here from Squatch America, and today we are headed back up into the Blue Mountains. 6 years ago I had an encounter with a juvenile Bigfoot and an adult, and we're going to go back up to that area and spend the night all by myself. We're going to solo camp a night to see if we can come up with some new evidence. Let's get started.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
So in 2018, we were driving up this road. This is Marble Creek Pass Road, just outside of Baker City, Oregon. And I was with a gentleman that I had just met that day to go Bigfooting. But we're good friends now. So, what I was doing was going up here to go on a little Bigfoot adventure. I had just met him because it was his birthday and he wanted to go Bigfooting. So while driving up this road here, I was deciding where to go. I wasn't quite sure where we wanted to go, so I saw a turnoff up here that I had been up before, and I went, oh, there's a place that we could go hiking there a little bit, and it's a nice level road, not too tough hiking. So I thought we'd head up that way. So we headed up there and we hiked down the trail, and lo and behold, we smelled the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. Now, I had never smelled that smell before, but I knew what I was smelling because I've heard it described to me a whole bunch. So stopped for a minute. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from, so I just did the dumbest thing possible. I yelled off in the woods, "Rah!" And the juvenile Bigfoot yelled back at me, mimicked me almost, and that's when I saw a face. And I pointed down the hill, and I remember telling Don, I said, "Is that a face?" And he goes, "Yeah, it is." And we both started taking pictures, and then we hear this weird whistle. And it was almost like an elk bugle, but elks bugle and they whistle, they chirp, but this was more like a whistle, but it was loud like an elk whistle. It's kind of unique. And then the face just kind of turned and walked away. Well, we spent 3 days in this area after that, finding footprints, measuring the distance from where I took my picture, and discovered 9-inch footprints with 16-inch footprints next to them. And that was the day that I went from Bigfoot pretty much believer, I would have to say a 99% convinced that they were out there because of all the evidence, to I don't believe in Bigfoot anymore. I know they exist. So we're going to climb up here. We're going to be almost at 5,000 foot elevation. That seems to be the Bigfoot zone in the Blue Mountains for some reason. Deduck Springs is about 5,000 feet too. So we're going to go up here and camp for the night and have some fun. And hopefully find a squatch. right, it is 3:06 and we've got the camp all set up. I'm going to have me a little snack here in a little bit, and then we're going to take a little hike up the road to where I saw Bigfoot and hopefully catch some stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to set up some trail cameras just around the camp here. Maybe catch something, if not people messing with my camp when I'm not here. But so I guess I said it was 3:06, so I think we got here about 3:30 or 2:30. I think we about half an hour to set this up. But it's kind of interesting. As soon as I got the truck parked here and was shuffling it around to find a good spot to park it, I heard a tree knock just down the hill a little bit. And I wonder if that was like letting me know they know. Now I know that they know that I know that they know. So I didn't do any tree knocks back. I kind of quit doing that a while ago. Plus, what a few other researchers have said in the past, that the tree knocks are warnings for you to leave. So I don't want to get into a pissing contest with a Bigfoot by tree knocking. So I'm not going to go any further down the hill that way. We're going to go up the hill where I had my sighting. So to give you an idea where I'm camped, it is one of the spectacular views. So here's the view. Sent a message to Hannah, let her know where I was at, and that's it. So here we go on X. Track, record, and go. By the way, on X, if you want to support me, I'll be happy to do that. Shout you out. Awesome 3D maps. So there we go. All right, folks, here we go. I got the 360 camera going. Got my audio recorder in my pocket, ready to fire that puppy up if we need it. And then we're here at the beginning of the trail. So I've come to the conclusion that I'm way out of shape for this. I got to get back into fighting shape. So we'll be working on that for the next month or two. But we are here at the beginning of where I saw Sasquatch. So we're going to hike up here around the corner, which is right up here. Turn the camera around for you. Right up around that corner up here. I'm probably about half a mile down the road. That's where I had my sighting. So we're going to go up here and check things out. And voila. Guess what? I stood right here and saw Bigfoot right down there. Not there today, but it looks a lot like it did when I was here before, though. The brushes came back. But he was right down there in that little opening down there. What's real interesting is from standing up here you can't see, but where that, there's a log down there, and then behind that log is actually a pretty good dip, and there's a puddle of water down there with a creek running through it. And then I found footprints down off over there and some more over here on this hillside over here. But as they say, lightning never strikes twice in the same place. But I'll never ever forget that. So I think last year or a year before, Hannah and I found some footprints going up this here. All I see is deer prints there today. And then I found another set of footprints down this road a little bit further. So I was talking about food. Food is important. Shelter, food, and water. So we got water and shelter and cover, but food. There's huckleberries. There's wild strawberries. There's wintergreen, believe it or not. There's some elk brush. I think that's edible too. 2 different types of clover. Clover is actually edible, even for humans. There's even wild roses up here. That's not edible. Well, I think the flowers are. All right, it's been about an hour and a half hike in. We you and me are going to turn around and hike out and get back to the campsite so we can set up some night watch stuff at the campsite, and hopefully Squatch comes to see us tonight. Got the audio rolling down there already, so we're gonna get set up and do a little night investigation. Plus I'm getting hungry and I got an hour's walk out of here, so there's that. So I'll catch you back at the camp. So I don't remember seeing this on the way up, but this is on the way back. I don't know, just weird. Is that too random to be random? I don't know. All I remember is wasn't there when I came up. Weird. All right, folks, we're back to the truck. I got to put a lot of stuff on chargers to charge it up. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to have some dinner. So I don't think I'm going to cook anything tonight. I'm going to make coffee in the morning for sure. But here's my random dehydrated food stuff. But I'm going to reach down here at the bottom and randomly pull out what is the surprise for dinner tonight. Chicken noodle stew with vegetables. Yum. Alright, first of all, I'm going to have this with me tonight with a light on it, so I can jump up and film something with a little spotlight on it. If need be, I've got a really high intensity spotlight flashlight thing that I'm also having the tent with me. I'll climb up in the tent and show you how this all works. So we can just stand up out here. There's my camera filming me while I'm filming my camera. So we can pop up out of here. We can look around and we can film stuff walking around the camper at night. And then of course we've got our audio recorder rolling right there up on the pole. And that trail camera is right down there, and we've got another trail camera down there and another trail camera down there. So that's how we roll. You can see got the sundown happening over there. Won't be long. We'll be laying here looking up at the sky, waiting for the Squatch to come by. Well, good morning. So had one little bump in the night. Heard this weird sound. Not sure what it was. Hopefully the audio caught it, and I'll listen to it again here shortly. But other than that, during that night I jumped up, did a little fleer around after I heard the noise. Didn't catch anything but a bunny. So could be that dreaded killer bunny. I didn't think about that. I'm glad to be alive this morning. So got me some coffee and some oatmeal going here, and so I'm gonna have some breakfast and see what we can find this morning. Well, we're gonna collect the cameras and see what we caught. So here's that. Well, the camp's packed up. Had a pretty uneventful night on our solo overnight Bigfooting trip up here in the Blue Mountains. Still got to check and see what we got on our trail cameras, if anything. But one of the things I want to talk about this Bigfoot thing is Hannah and I spend a stupid amount of time in the woods, and 99.9% of the time nothing happens. And that's okay. I meant, because we're searching for something that has a very small population in big, vast open areas. It's not unthinkable that you don't find stuff all the time, or rarely, which is really cool. It's kind of the excitement. But these woods are amazing. Getting out in here and just spending the night and listening to the sounds, finding the rare things that you didn't think you could find, like wintergreen plants up here. It's kind of cool. And nature has a lot to offer. And just discovering stuff in nature alone is exciting. Maybe you didn't discover it for the first time, but it was the first time for you. And that's the greatest part of doing this. And that's one of the reasons we spend so much time up here. Is one, it's beautiful. Two, it's refreshing and relaxing. And sometimes it's good just not to listen to train whistles and cars going by. So you keep watching, we'll keep squatching, and do me a favor. Go out and find Bigfoot. If not, enjoy the forest.
That damn Sasquatch.